I have large public bus at second floor. Time is 17 midnight.
The next stop is Kayagacho H13.
10시 이거. 세이장. 이거 생겼어. 재미가.
Ôm cho bạn.
The guy who reviewed it on Instagram.
ファティトゥナ、シアチン、キャビア。シーブリン、シーブリン。ジャパニーズ、クロムツ、カワハギ、カワハギ。クローズ、ザチョイ、オニオン。ボニー、スキップチャック、スクイット。ソルト、ジャパニーズライン、ジャパニーズスダチ、中トロ、ミディアムファティトゥナ。シュリンプ、タイガーシュリンプ、イール、シーイール、and radish pickles. Last, hot, very hot. Seaweed. Well mixed. Cold matcha, salt ice cream, salt.
เป็นใหม่ว่าไปไหนเป็นยังไงอะ
inside the box. Okay. So they have a bad eyesight. Please don't put your fingers close to their mouth. They might bite you. The hedgehog don't like pets, only dogs.
唔知係咩味。
much today. should've let you go. I should've let you just walk on by. Never even said hi. No, no, then we would never know just how hard it feels to open up hearts, to have to let them go. We can't turn back now, 'cause we've come too far to not leave with broken hearts. I guess something inside my soul just couldn't stand to let you walk away.
The first day I saw you since long ago, I still remember it was so cold, and you were warm and I with some green tea. You asked me, can you lend me sugar? You grabbed the shaking bowl and shook her, and you put all the sugar right on me. And what a crash, what a crash. Felt the sudden sugar rush as you sang me your apologies. And when the second day we met by chance, what a sweet coincidence to find the sugar girl right next to me. Decided it's time to introduce myself. Your name that came with an address that led me to my favorite night in years. Just 7 days, and sugar's almost everywhere. It's oh so sweet, I'm almost melting on the street. And I don't know, what have you done with me, sugar girl? It's like a spell, I feel I float in caramel. The third day was a walk in pure bliss, with a cotton candy kiss, and for a second my heart skipped a beat. 3 other days were spent under the sheets, like an everlasting sweet. 2 small grains from the same sugar lamp. Just 7 days, and sugar's almost everywhere. It's so, so sweet, I'm almost melting on the street.
The next station is Ikebukuro.
7 brown rice tea. Okay. The drink ice or hot?
Ice.
Ice.
ちょうだい。Enjoy. With like eel. Yeah, you can feel the eel.